What's up, family? Boy, Kanye breast strikes again. Listen, if it's your first time checking out the show, this is how we do it. You let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. And I'm gonna give you some shout outs before I go in. Here we go again. Y'all remember, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. There's too many people watching the broadcast, but to only be a handful of likes. Smash the likes up. It helps with my positioning on YouTube, the video being positioned on YouTube. When y'all see those videos to your right, that is a result of likes and shares and all of that stuff. It counts towards YouTube's algorithm. So smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, share the video so that we can put it in their face. You did? Absolutely, absolutely. About to go in on the number one. Can we call him the number one bootlicker? He is one of the top bootlickers. I don't know if he's the number one bootlicker, but he is up there near the top of the heap. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Kanye West said that the Republican Party freed the slaves. Ain't that something, y'all? Like, sucker, tell us something we don't know. And then, we're going to get into this context thing in a moment, because they love to talk about the Republican Party this and Republican Party this, what they did 150 years ago. But they try to gloss right over who they are today. Let's see. I see New Zealand in the building. Lisa Williams. What's up, Lisa? Let's see. The Democrats fought to keep black people in slavery. Yes, they did. And the Republicans. What's new? Tell me something new I don't know. Vegas in the building. Pete the slang. What's up, Pete? Kansas City, what up? What up? Mesquite, Texas. CC, I see you. San Diego, Clayton Jews. What up, Clay? What up, Clay? Y'all hit the super chat up if you want to skip the line. You want to make sure that your comment is recognized. Hit that super chat up. Skip the line. Zeke Evans, Detroit in the building. Gary Johnson, Columbia, South Carolina. South Dallas up in here. South Dallas. Well, y'all going through it right now, man. East Side, what up? Y'all going through it right now. Augusta, Georgia, in the building. Trinity Garden, H-Town, Mike Martin. I see you, Eminem, the original Eminem. Chicago, what's good, Devo G? Newark, New Jersey, Edward Chisholm. What's up, Ed? Patterson, New Jersey in the building. Kashim. Yeah. A few more shout outs and I'm going in. Newark, New Jersey, Jimmy Williams. Kara McQuaid, you got that right. No party has ever been for us. Except the Black Panther Party. New Orleans, Barbara Rawson, live. Anthony Bailey, Chicago, what up? What it do? So, can I proceed? Yes, indeed. Here we go, y'all. So, Kanye West was at Sunday service in Salt Lake City, and he talked about the Republican Party of Lincoln freeing the slaves and how he supports Trump. He said, I ain't never made a decision only based on my color. That's a form of slavery, mental slavery. He's a lie. Let's get that straight right now. He has made decisions based on his color. You see, when he get pulled over by the police, he take extra precaution. Hands on the steering wheel. And maybe he don't have to do that too much of that right now because of the position he's in and his money, because his money serves as a buffer. So he don't have to go through all of the challenges that somebody in the hood or somebody who has less money that looks like him may have to go through. But you can best believe, as a young black male growing up in Chicago, that his ass made a whole lot of decisions based on his skin color. Believe that, because there is a clear difference in the way that the police handle black people than the way they handle other people. There's a clear difference in the way that black people are treated when they go into department stores and even a corner store, a gas station. They automatically, just based off the skin color, they automatically assume maybe you're going to try to steal. If anybody's going to try to steal from me, it's going to be those blacks. While they looking at us, the other cat over there, on the other side, he over there stealing and robbing them blind. I had a buddy, white boy, back in my cowboy western days. He would go into a store, a Walmart, Sam's, Home Depot, whatever, and rob them blind because they never suspected him of stealing anything because he was white, simply because he was white. He was robbed them blind. I'm talking about anything. I'm talking about they didn't have nothing inside of that store that he couldn't steal and that he wouldn't try to steal. This dude stole whole entire doors from Home Depot. Not just the door locks and the hinges. He stole the whole door. This dude stole washing machines, dryers, refrigerators. He even stole a complete sauna off the side of the freeway. Just backed his truck up and put it on there and took off. They just assumed because he was white, I guess, that he had paid for it. That's kind of like what happens with the police. Most of the time the police get shot up, it's somebody white doing it. But one of the reasons why they get popped up from them, because they automatically assume because they're white, they're not going to cause them any harm. Next thing you know, they're on the ground leaking. So he lied when he says he's never made decisions based on his race. When he went to the White House and was kissing Trump's butt, licking it, licking his butt, like licking his butt fresh off the toilet. All that hugging. He was trying to kiss Trump. I do believe if Donald Trump offered him more, that he'd take him up on his offer. I do believe that he'd do it. He loves Donald Trump's dirty draws that much. And he so wished that he could be Trump. Trust you me, man, you've never seen any white cats behave like that. I've never seen it. And I know there's white people out there that love Trump. I've never seen him act like that. That dude was all up on, and the trip part about it is that these black celebrities already got clout. They're already famous. Oftentimes everybody want to take a picture with them. Everybody want to get their autograph. Everybody want to be around him. And they want to be around Trump. It's the darndest thing I've ever heard. because I don't care nothing about Trump. I don't care to be in his presence at all. He can't call me to do nothing. No, I don't want to sit with him and talk to him. Now, let me tell you something. I'm a rational person. If I thought for a moment that me sitting down talking to Donald Trump could improve a situation, if we could move the needle, if I thought he would be sincere, I thought he was sincere, I would sit down with him if we was going to try to really get an understanding. But I know all he's trying to do is get a photo op. That's all Trump cares about is the photo op. Once he get the photo op, get out of here. Let me ask y'all something. Whatever happened to that push to get Larry Hoover freed? Remember when I told y'all that Kanye was clout chasing? Yeah, he got a lot of clout, but he was trying to get more clout. He was trying to get clout in the hood by saying that, by bringing up Larry Hoover's name. He was using Larry Hoover as a pawn to get a pass in Chicago when he went back to Chicago. So he sold that big old dream talking about free Larry Hoover. We're going to get Larry Hoover free. I even had a couple of gangsters from Chicago call me and ask me about why I was so hard on Kanye, telling me, well, not telling me, but asking me to back up off of him. And I said, nah, homie, I'm smashing the gas. Because I know who he is. I knew it was a ruse. I knew it. I knew he was faking the whole time. Some of us, you can just tell us anything and we just jump right. We just hear something we want to believe and we just start giving people the benefit of the doubt and they just apologize or forgive. And we just, oh man, we just can't wait to do some forgiving. We can't just wait to give somebody a pass. Man, we can't wait to make friends. Scared to death. Scared to death of conflict when it's outside conflict. Especially when it's people that's harming our community. So the dude stood in front of a crowd of, they say about 7,000 people. Now, he also injected Abraham Lincoln in the discussion. Lincoln, as you know, was a Republican who freed the slaves. He happened to be in office at the time. He went on to say, I said that already. He said he had never made a decision based on the color of his skin. He said, all these mind controllers, the media, all these mind controllers, I find that wherever Christ is where I've got my mind at. Basically saying wherever Christ is, that's where his mind is. So now you understand where it's all coming from. He said, we find that the love of Christ is where I've got my back. He said, I got my mind back. He said, the love of Christ is where he got his mind back. No food, the love of Christ is where you lost your mind. That's why I don't support this dude. I don't support nothing about him. I used to till he flipped that switch and started running around here caping for Trump. He's acting like the Republican Party is not out there trying to purge Black voters, shutting down polling places in Black communities, and constantly gerrymandering. He act like that they're not trying to redistribute votes. He act like that they're not out there actively supporting every single cop who guns down a Black person for whatever reason, even before facts. It's automatic. It doesn't matter. You think of all of the cases where cops gun down Black folks, Republicans You can't pay them to say anything bad about the cop. And y'all know, even if you love cops to death and you think that they're great people, all of you think all of them or most of them are great, there has to be a time with all of these murders, there has to be at least one time you said to yourself, that's wrong. That's wrong. I mean, this is just odds. The odds got to tell you at least one time. Well, they had to get it wrong at least once. We're talking about thousands of murders over the last few years. They had to get it wrong at least once. And what I'm saying is that these cop apologists, they have never, not once said, you know what, that's bad. That cop needs to go. We got to get rid of him. They won't do it. They're on code, man. They stick to the code. The Republicans today, they only care about three things: tax cuts for the rich, restricting voters' rights, and privatizing everything they can get their hands on. That's all they care about. They don't care about mass incarceration. They don't care about the conditions that these schools are in. They don't care that people don't have health care. Remember, they took health care, they signed that bill and took health care from millions of people who was getting health care. They made it hard on them. They don't care. They have a only the strong survive mentality, and they mean that not just against Americans' foreign enemies, but they mean that domestically. They mean that against American citizens. They do not care. They're like, hey man, it's us against y'all. Everybody else is the enemy. So let's talk about Lincoln, the great Lincoln that he mentioned. Abraham Lincoln said back in 1858, I will say then that I am not, nor ever have been, in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of the white and black races. That's what he said. Abe Lincoln was not an abolitionist. He was not an abolitionist. Abe Lincoln believed in slavery. And had it not been for the South trying to succeed, slavery would still be probably happening right now. The only reason why he and the other Republicans thought it was a great idea, and Democrats too, thought it was a great idea to fight the South to end slavery, was because of social, economic, and political reasons. Because what they stood to gain. The South was becoming too strong and it was bucking, wanting to do everything they wanted. The South, like, man, we do what we want to do. We don't care nothing about no, Washington, what's going on in Washington. We do what we want to do. So Abe and his boys, his henchmen was like, you know what, man? Man, they getting too big for their britches, man. They must don't know. It ain't nothing but a handful of them, man. Man, we got way more power. You know what, man? And I'm the president, and I'm up here on the East Coast, and I got the military behind me. You know what? If I could put the military together and then promise the slaves freedom and equality, we can defeat them and we can get them back in order. We can make them mind. And that's what they did. That is the only way. They did not end slavery. Abe did not end slavery because he had some type of moral conscience. He was a vile man. He was an evil, despicable man. He did not end slavery to help Black people. He ended slavery to help himself. and to maintain systemic racism. That is why he ended slavery. So when y'all start talking about the Republicans ended slavery, put it in context, because you know damn well if you could right now today, you would start slavery all back up over again, because Republicans revere slavery. They like the idea. When they talk about slavery, their eyes get big. You know, you see a gleam in their eyes. Democrats too, but especially the Republicans, boy, they would love to bring back slavery. They would love it. That's why y'all better take it seriously, man. Anything happened once can happen again. You better get serious. You better get serious about protecting yourself and your home and your family and your community. You better get serious. Anything that happened once can happen again. Let's see who in the super chats. Cali Girl, Los Angeles in the building. Hey, now I appreciate you. Hit that super chat if you want to skip the line. I'm gonna see what y'all saying over here. Let's see. Prestige Community Credit Union here. LMAC, Prestige Community Credit Union. Well, what do you own it? You work there? What you doing over there, man? Are you trying to help the people? If you helping the people, man, drop a comment. Let's see what you're talking about. Brooklyn in the house. What's up, Henry? Henry Truesdale. No reparations, no black agenda. Cedar Sheep, you got that right. Miss Cheek, I'm with you. No reparations, no black agenda. Pay up, pay what you owe. Kevin King, Montgomery, Alabama. I see Alfie Withers, appreciate you. Checking in the super chat. Yeah, so another thing that Abe Lincoln said was that he did not approve of intermarital affairs. So while Kanye standing his black ass up there bragging on this dude, if Lincoln had it his way, they would hang Kanye West from the nearest tree for marrying his white wife. Lincoln did not believe in intermarital affairs. He had no belief in it whatsoever. He would be dead. So yes, yeah, he does some things differently based on his race. Believe me, and he would have done some things. I know for a fact. Ain't no way you grew up in Chicago. There's no way you grew up in America, period, and haven't done things based on your race. Everything about America says race. If you think it don't, you are living in denial. Everything about America has to do with race. What up, Aunt? 30. It's your birthday or something? Cypress, Texas. What's up, Marcus Carter? JB Stage. Missouri, Colorado checking in. What's up, Amy? Inglewood, Cali. What up? What up, Jossie? Ben, Louisville, Kentucky. Galveston checking in. What up, P.O. Pius? Pio Pius, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's got to be Pio. Betty Castro. What up, Brooklyn? Toronto. Cade Smith. If you're just not checking in, let me know what city, what state you're checking in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country. Also, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. It helps with my positioning, my video positioning. It also helps with your alerts that you get, the notifications that you get when I drop a new video. Every time I put that new video out, it helps when you guys smash the likes up and share the video. Seen and unseen boxing. Gary, Indiana in the building. Appreciate you. You're just not checking in and you have overlooked the title. We're talking about Kanye West saying that the Republicans freed the slaves. Again, we already know that, sucker. We already know the Republicans freed the slaves. But y'all keep in mind that both parties had very different ideologies back in those days than they have now. They both were dead set on maintaining systemic racism and staying in control and with power and all that stuff. So let's not get that twisted. But to go around and act like somehow that because blacks have been historically aligned with the Democratic Party for over the last 100-something years or whatever, it's been about 100 years. You say it's been 100 years? It's not, it hadn't been 100 years. But anyway, whatever, it's been 60, what was it? Let's see, the change happened in the 60s, I believe. So whatever it's been, 60 years, 70 years, whatever it's been, it's all the same. They all the same. But don't try to run that Republican play like somehow because the Democrats have been aligned with the blacks have been aligned with the Democrats for so long and the Democrats haven't done anything, haven't really delivered. Don't think we're supposed to jump out the pot into the fire because y'all keep in mind, you guys are the party of the Klan, the current Ku Klux Klan, the current white supremacist, the current white nationalist. You are that party. So make sure when you're talking about trying to convince black folks how bad the Democratic Party is, which they are bad, don't forget those little small details about what's going on in the Republican Party and the type of people that you guys attract. Let's not forget those little details. It's interesting that Kanye West is using Sundays to promote his so-called Sunday best, but really, I personally believe that it's some type of political agenda behind all of this, because when he starts talking, he talks about politics more than he talks about Christianity. He talks about politics more than he talks about religion. But he got a lot of them food out there. Boy, I was looking at all those flunkies out there. Like, look at these flunkies. Just cheering. No, all you got to do is say a couple of smooth words, say something nice, say what they want to hear, and you can get a whole lot of black folks start clapping with their feet. They just be clapping. Absolutely amazing. So when you talk about the Republicans freed the slaves, just remember also that it was a Republican president responsible for the crack epidemic, which is one of the most devastating things to happen to the Black community. They don't want to talk about that, though. Oh, man. They don't want to talk about that. But basically, I'm going to tell you like this, man. One part is hardcore Republican, hardcore white supremacy. And the other one is white supremacy light. You got a Coca-Cola and you got a Diet Coke. You got a regular Coke and you got a Diet Coke. That's basically what you're dealing with, man. That's basically what we're dealing with. Hey, Shabazz, what up? What's up, New Zealand? Lisa Williams in the building. Let's see. Niz, Miami. What's up, Niz? Who is this? Stephen Wright, Tallahassee. Austin, Texas in the building. DK, what up, DK? North Omaha in the building. Gary Johnson say they don't want to talk about the crack epidemic, but they focus entirely on the opiates crisis. The chickens have come home to roost. Yeah, you know, I bet you Kanye West would do a whole benefit for the opiate crisis. Alfie Willis said they paid a rhymes with moon to cause division, to control us. Alberto Sierra, the hood in here. What up, Beaumont? Alan Lemieux, Brian Griffin, Bensonet and Beltway, Southwest Houston in the building. Omaha 80s. Brown Sugar KO77. Karen McQuay said Kanye is a puppet. Gary Reynolds checking in from Detroit. Just a reminder, y'all, this chat is moving pretty fast on my end. So if you see me give somebody a shout out that's right near your name, above your name, or after your name, and I miss you, just know that it was not me. It's the chat. It's moving pretty fast. Carlos Pena, UK in the building. Southern Cal, Ados in the building tonight. Marjorie Melvin. Who is that? Lakeland, Florida in the building. Mustafa Yusuf Ali. Ados in here again. Mustafa. I see Tony from Ireland. What up, Tony? It's Virgo 69, Baltimore. Baltimore. That's how they say. If you're from Baltimore, they say Baltimore. That's how you know somebody from Baltimore. That's how they say Baltimore. Baltimore. Pittsburgh, PA in the building. Amanda Sharpley. London in the building again. Black Rottweiler. London in the building, UK, but originally from Haiti. Lived 26 years in the USA. Getting around. Ramon Garcias. That's actually true. However, the party flipped during the Southern strategy, meaning Republicans used to be equivalent to the Democrats today. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they basically just switched names. That's all. You know, they just switched names. So imagine the Democrats how they are right now and the Republicans how they are. And imagine them just switching names. That's basically what you had back in the day. That's all it is. But make no mistake, both parties, they got a number of people that's in those parties that would like to see things the way that they are, continue to be the way they are. They don't believe in equality. They don't believe in justice for all. They don't believe in integration. Ross Ox, Tafari, what up? Appreciate you. Oregon Green Coast. Yep. Focus hard when you come into the 5150 Corey Holcomb again. Not sure right now, but you know I'm coming. Anytime I touch that coast and I get to LA, I gotta go see Corey. That's gonna be that's always on my agenda. Anytime I go to LA, I try to make sure I go to LA. I make sure I'm there at least on a Tuesday. Normally when I'm in LA, I stay at least a week, but I make sure no matter what happens that I'm in LA on a Tuesday because that's when Corey does the shows. Let's see. See Greensport in the building. Ace Uno. Ace Uno. That's what it is. Lana says, I wish Kanye talk about the invasion in 1619. That'd be nice. Clarity. I'm gonna give a few more shout outs and then I'm gonna give some closing views and I'll wrap it up. Yeah. You want to skip the line, you can by jumping in the super chat where you make sure your comments get heard, get acknowledged. Alvin Learning, Chicago Unity Party, what up? Yeah, Kanye gonna get his wake-up call. They always get their wake-up call. That's the trip part about it. They just let you know how hard-headed they are. They always get that wake-up call, man. And I usually drink champagne, especially when they take down a big one. Like, I ain't wishing no bad on them, but I'm wishing bad on them. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. What is that D? Is that Denmark? Deanna Harper? The D is small, so I don't know if you meant to put that like that. I don't know if that stands for Denmark or maybe you got cut off or whatever. I see Denver Harbor in the building. What is that? Lewis 8. Little Red. Corpus Christi. Representing. Pondering every day. Lindia Jemison. Marked by Smiths. Long Beach by way of Grand Rapids, Michigan. And here's another thing about this whole Republican thing, the Republicans voting for, the Republicans ending slavery. So I kind of liken that to the uncle that I had, rest in peace, rest in peace. The uncle that I had who raped my cousin, gave her candy, and raped her again. So the Republicans took part in slavery. They freed slaves, and then they got right back on code and did everything that they could to marginalize Black people ever since, from the time that Black folks were freed. So what's the difference? Like, you know, like, but I guess they gotta try something. They gotta any little thing that they can get, you know, they try to hold on to, because they don't have much at all. So any little thing that they can grasp hold on, they will do it, man. They're petty like Trump is. You know, Trump very, very petty. You know, like if ain't no news going on, he'll just make up some news. He'll just get on Twitter and be like, I don't like New England colors. I don't like the Patriots colors. It looks ugly. They need to change it. Then it's news everywhere. Every single day. It hasn't, since that dude been in office, it hasn't been one day where he hasn't attacked someone who lives in America. It hasn't been one day since he's been in office. He hasn't attacked somebody who lives in America. This is the president, this same dude who called US cities rodent and rat infested. Now keep in mind, it's still his cities in his country, in the country that he runs. This dude, oh man, focus hard. Dems and GOP have the same contempt regarding Black society. One plays good cop, one plays bad cop, but it's all the same. Good analogy. You're absolutely right. Good cop, bad cop. Mr. R.C. the Don, Amber Guyger boyfriend, cop Rivera, being investigated and trying to open old case where he shot an unarmed Black man in 2009. You heard about that? Hadn't heard about that, but I'm going right to it now. Let's see. Amber Guyger. boyfriend investigated. I'm still trying to find it. Says Amber Guyger investigated and trying to. Okay, let me look up Rivera. Can't find it. Amber Guyger trial prompts probe in Dallas PD. A probe by who? Are they investigating themselves again? The Freeman. Nah, I don't see it. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll have to check it out later. Can't find it. I can't find it. Luciano Pereira, Boston. Boston MA in the building, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I spoke on that already, Mark. I see you, Mark. Dope Honey Diamonds. You only shout out super chats. Nobody cares where you from. Huh? Nobody cares where you from. You only shouting out super chats. The hell is you talking about? You must be new. I'm always shouting my people out. What are you talking about? I shout out the super chat because they pay to skip the line. Anytime somebody pay, they're gonna get a better experience. They're paying to skip the line, but I'm always shouting out my people, even if nobody comes into the super chat. Super chat don't mean that you are any more special or anything like that. It just means that shit, you ain't got time to wait. You want to make sure your comment get heard, get seen. So you pay to skip the line. That's all. So before you make these type of asinine comments, you come over here, get an understanding first. That way you don't embarrass yourself. Because I think I'm pretty fair to the people who come on this chat, who come to my lives. I think I try to give people a fair shot. Deanna Harper, Maryland up in here. Like she want me to false advertise. I think that's a she. Want me to false advertise. Got to give the people what they want. Somebody say, I ain't got time to wait. I'm gonna jump in this super chat. Got to let them have it. Let's see. Chicago United Party. Alvin Learning. Yeah. Orlando, Ismail Shakur. What up, Ismail? See Cam say ghetto boys for life. Detroit Skippy say boycott Texas. Man, what that gonna do? Need to boycott America, because all of these towns, all of these states, they all got their fair share of injustice and racism and all of that other stuff, discrimination. All of them. All of them got their fair share, some more than others, of course. But you cannot go anywhere in America and not get a taste of some good old-fashioned inequality. Stephen Buno, peace, love, and light, brother. Brooklyn in the house. Appreciate you, Steve. Brooklyn in the house. Harlem in the house. Lamont Brooks, what up, homie? Yeah, man, I've eaten at the, Lewis want to know, have I eaten at the Turkey Leg Hut? Yes, I have, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm juicing right now, but I sure am craving that seafood bowl that they have. Oh man, you talking about some good food. Man, that food good. I'm really craving it now. But yeah, I gotta stop talking about it. That's what I gotta do. I gotta stop talking about it. But yeah, I've had Turkey Leg Hut many times. If you come to Houston at any point, you need to make your way to the Turkey Leg Hut. I take my recommendations very seriously. If I give you a recommendation for anything, whether it be for food or just a recommendation about life, some advice, I've thought about it. And I have concluded that it works. Cross-eyed Cricket Farms, big ups, appreciate you. Yeah, I will vouch for Turkey Leg Hut. Real deal, man. I'm talking about everything good. I don't think I've ever eaten anything on the menu that was not good. It's hard to miss. I'm talking about even the drinks. Oh yeah, that Turkey Leg Hut something special. I gotta stop talking about it though, because I'm about to break my juice. Northern Cali Way says anti-government. Maurice Watson, be the best. Kudos to them. Daniel Lucas, peace, here in Queens. Queen checked in back to back on me. That's what's up, Queens. Sadiqa Charles says, you do not have to respond to negativity. You know, it's a lot of negativity, so I don't respond all the time, but sometimes that negativity is, I think it's good to kind of check them, because keep in mind, the trolls oftentimes go unchecked. And I think it's good to break their hearts from time to time. And it's good to just give them a reality check, because they're so used to being abusive and doing whatever they want to do, just trying to handle people any kind of way. And I like the idea of making their lives miserable. I like to make them nervous and uneasy. I like to give them anxiety, you know, make their blood pressure go up. I like doing that type of stuff. So it don't bother me to smash the gas on them. I know whatever they come at me with, I'm gonna come with them. I'm gonna come with something 100 times more lethal. So it don't really bother me like that. But you know, sometimes, you know, they make statements that are cool to respond to, because especially if more than one person is making the same kind of statement, you know, that's typically like, you know, it's typical hater type behavior. It's like they read from the same script. They just come in with negativity. They see everything negative before they see positive. That's a typical troll. Yes, it's a very, very typical troll. Brandon, Washington, police shooting, 2007. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. In fact, let me go ahead right now and copy that. I'm gonna check that out. I'm very interested in that story. I appreciate you sending that also. Definitely gonna look that up. Well, you know, he's already killed, you know, because you remember, you know, they was talking about the text messages and all that kind of stuff. And you could tell the texture, the tone of his messages, you know, what kind of dude he was. And you know, if you get a chance to kill somebody black, you don't like black people, you know, if you get a chance to kill one, he gonna kill one or two or three or four. Toronto, what up? What up? Man, Sharpie says there's such arrogant people. And there it is, fam. I appreciate y'all joining the pod. Appreciate y'all checking out the show. Until next time, y'all know how I would do it. You ain't seen me, I ain't seen you. That's my brother saying. But anyway, y'all know how I do it. No more talk.